Hey, this is the Review Junkie, and today I'll be reviewing the new supernatural horror film, Final Destination Bloodlines. As always, my review will be illustrated and the artwork is done by myself. And if you like movies, art, and comic books, please hit that subscribe button because all my reviews are hand-drawn. I love to draw and talk about movies, and I thought what a great way to create a unique channel doing both. So help make my dreams come true so I can do this full time. Like, subscribe, and feel free to share this with your friends so my channel can become official someday. So this movie stars Caitlin Santana Juana, Breck Bessinger, and Tony Todd. It is directed by Zach Lipovsky and Adam Stein. This is a non-spoiler review, so everything I discuss will have been shown in the trailers. Absolutely no spoilers. I'll tell you briefly about the plot, the characters, my pros and cons, final thoughts, and if this is worth checking out at your local movie theater. So the plot involves Stephanie, played by Caitlin Santana Juana. She's a college student who keeps having a recurring nightmare. And the nightmare involves a couple at this new posh restaurant in the 1960s called the Sky View. And the whole selling point of the restaurant is that it's located on the top floor with this amazing 360-degree view. This restaurant is only for a person who's a somebody. So if you ain't a somebody, then you're not on the reservation list. If you know what I'm saying. Okay. Of course, it being a nightmare, it has a doomed fate in store. So Stephanie soon realizes there's more to this nightmare than meets the eye, and through her discovery realizes she has a connection to all of this and how it impacts everyone around her. So I've actually never seen the original 5 films because during this era, every studio was trying to make their own version of the Scream franchise. Everybody wanted a young cast and a movie that made millions so they could keep churning out sequels because these are inexpensive to make. This caused the horror genre to be flooded with generic horrors that were pretty bad, and so I decided to skip this franchise altogether. And I intended to see all 5 to prepare for this one, and was only able to finish the first one, which I thought was not bad. So the teaser trailer had me hooked because of the tattoo parlor theft scene, and if you're a fan of the channel, then you know I enjoy a good slasher horror film. All I ask is that you entertain me, but I have to say I'm really disappointed in this one. So let me tell you what I liked because this is just a variation of so many things that we've already seen before, right? It reminded me a lot of the Saw films because the hook is the elaborate kills and the setup leading up to them. Like, how is everything going to play out? So I thought how those scenes played out and how everything was interconnected before the deaths occurred were all very interesting. There was a lot of thought put into it. And obviously, a lot of it seems so coincidental, right? And of course, it has to be or we wouldn't have a film. I also like that Tony Todd was here for his very last performance. It felt like a heartfelt tribute to ask him to be a part of this film. He's only in one scene and he made the best of it. And I can't really say there's one performance from any particular actor here that stood out. And this segues to one of my biggest issues here, and it's the performances. Yes, it's a horror film. It's an outlandish premise, and I'm all here for that. We aren't here for Oscar-winning performances, right? But the cast just didn't seem to elevate this material in any way for me. I feel perhaps with a different cast, it would have changed the caliber a bit with the performances. It was extremely challenging taking anyone here seriously. And with any horror, there's always this tinge of comedy that's here as well. But the tone just wasn't working for me. And even the 1960 scenes were like a Halloween dress-up event, just very amateurish. Next, there's also a plot issue here because everyone is here for the elaborate kills, right? Give me my crazy kills and give them to me now. But there's also this subplot family narrative taking place that wasn't holding my attention whatsoever. It's there, but they don't delve into it in any meaningful way, just an afterthought. And if that was a way to make the audience have an emotional connection of some kind, it failed miserably. It does nothing to make one invested with what's going on. And even the trailer gave away the first reveal with the grandmother being connected to the lead. And given so much was revealed that every time a specific scene appears, there's no real surprises left in store because you already know where it's headed. It's just the how that is left. When they have the barbecue scene, you know what's coming. When he's at the tattoo parlor or when someone is going through the revolving door, it all became too predictable and it was very disappointing. There's also so many similarities with other horror films that have come out in the last 2 to 3 years. You have the Scream 5 explanation scene about a requel. Stephanie doing research to find out what she can. It was so similar to what we've already seen that there was no newness there. The X factor was completely gone. So this brings me to my final thoughts, and this gets a 4 out of 10 from me. When this ended, the theater was applauding, and I really wish I saw what they saw. This just wasn't working for me at all. If you're a fan of the franchise or horror in general, you may enjoy this, but personally, this is a hard pass for me. There wasn't even a scary atmosphere of any kind. So thanks again for checking out my review. If you like, please subscribe, helps the channel out a lot. Hit that thumbs up button, feel free to share this with your friends, and if you happen to have a movie you'd like me to review, please let me know. I'd be happy to watch and illustrate it for a future video. Thanks again, and I hope the pictures put a smile on your face.